Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormis back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another CDL video, and today we're going to be talking about the Toronto Ultra. Of course, announcing their roster today. Sorry, it's a bit late, although I guess this is the earliest I've done one, but I was at work, so obviously just got around, or I'm just getting around to actually being able to record this video. But with that being said, of course, here is the roster, which is an interesting one for sure. We've got Kleenex and Insight, of course, staying with the Ultra, and as everyone expected, Scrappy to make the lineup from the AM scene, so that's good for him. Congratulations to Scrappy. Man, his ceiling looks to be unmatched, and he looks to be probably the hottest going into Rookie of the Year contention for next season. So we shall see what Scrappy can do. And to round out the team, the other SMG on the team will be Standy. So I'm a little indifferent about this team. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still obviously going to be supporting Toronto. That is still the only Canadian team, obviously, and for that reason, I mean, that's basically the main reason why I support them. Although I love Kleenex and Insight. I'm intrigued to see how this team works. I'm intrigued to see who the IGL would be. If I had to guess, it would be Insight now as the in-game leader. So we will see. But with that being said, I am a little distraught at the signing of Standy. It's interesting to me, of course, last year in Cold War, Insight and Standy were 1 and 2 for Rookie of the Year contention, and in my opinion, Insight deserved it more over Standy, but now they're teammates, so I'm guessing there's not any bad blood there, but I don't know. I've never really been a big Standy fan, so I don't know. I'm just not that excited about the Standy signing. And I think this team is a downgrade from what Toronto had last season as well. I think Bance and Cammy are better than Scrappy and Standy. So I am intrigued to see how this team does. To be fair, again, the ceiling on this team is top tier. Like next season, looks like there's going to be some really good teams. So far, we've got, I think, 6 or 7 teams now. So really, really interesting, and some very, very strong teams going into next year. I hope Standy can have a bounce back year, because in my opinion, he was by far the worst player on Minnesota last season. So, or I guess this year in Vanguard. So I really hope he can get a bounce back season next year. And obviously, I want to see this team succeed. So basically, just a swap in SMGs for Toronto and Minnesota, similar to the AR positions for Atlanta and LAG. So Standy and Bance basically just swap Standy to Toronto and Bance to Minnesota. So, and of course, it's the first time since Modern Warfare that it isn't a full EU team as well. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see how everything pans out for this team. Overall, I mean, I've had a couple hours to sit on it. When I first heard about this, I was pretty pissed off, just because, again, I've never really been a big Standy fan, so I didn't really want him on my team, to be fair. But I'm sure I'll grow to love him. So we'll see what happens. And again, like I said, Standy was, in my opinion, by far the worst player on Minnesota last year. So I hope he can have a bounce back season this year in Modern Warfare 2. But we'll see what happens, of course. With that being said, I do want to go take a look at CDL Intel for a moment, because I had seen, actually no, it wasn't on CDL Intel, it was on Breaking Point's Instagram. Let me see if they posted it on Twitter as well. It does not look like they did. I was hoping to see it without having to, oh no, they did, never mind. All right, so this is what everything looks like right now. So the confirmed teams are all the like actual colors. So Atlanta, of course, confirmed Abizi, Celium, Simp, and Slasher. For Boston, confirmed Methods, Nero, and Vivid. Sounds like it's going to be Awakening to round out that team, which that team could be really, really good as well. And Beans as the sub, which will be interesting. For Florida, we really have no information right now. Looks like Havoc could go back. Looks like Major could go back. Would be cool to see Vikul get it in the league, and it would be really nice to see Brack back in the league. So yeah, obviously the only confirmed player right now is Dave. Obviously we have no information, right? So We'll see what happens. Similar thing for Paris. There is a rumored starting four of Clay, Temp, TJ, and Venom, which I quite enjoy that team, although that team looks to be on the lower end of the league for me. Of course, Clay got bumped out of the league last year, and unfortunately, he wasn't playing well, even when he was in the league. Temp, obviously, one of the best ARs of Vanguard, but hopefully he can continue that into the next season. TJ, so up and down last season, so hopefully he can find a rhythm. And then Venom, obviously, Venom and Clay teamed in Challengers together, so, and of course, Venom and TJ also teamed together on LA Thieves. Of course, Temp and TJ has teamed before as well, so there's definitely chemistry on this team, so who knows what'll happen. For London, completely unknown. Not a single confirmed, but by the looks of it, it's possible it could be Paul, Nasty, Wardy from Challengers, and Zero, which isn't a bad team. That'll be interesting. So it looks like Paul could be going back to London. And of course, confirmed, we have the Gorillas, Arcides, Hook, Neptune, and Spart, which I would say is on the lower tier of this league right now, but still very high upside for them, and who knows what could happen. Of course, the champs did not change. Draza, Envoy, Kenny, and Octane on the Thieves. And then for Minnesota, of course, all confirmed. Afro Attach, Bance, and Cammy as the starting lineup, plus Fame as the sub. So that'll be interesting for New York. I mean, it seems very likely that Hydra and Skies are going to be joining, well, Hydra staying at New York and Skies joining at New York, with Kismet, who is the only person that is currently confirmed. And then it looks like Priesta could be going in as well. That's very possible. For Seattle, of course, they're running it back. Accuracy, Mac, Pred, and Sib. Texas running it back. Dashi, Illy, Scump, and Shotzi. And then Toronto, of course, going over it. Hixie will continue to be the sub for this team, or one of the subs for this team. So, yeah, intrigued to see how this ends up looking. It, again, looks like it could be a really competitive league. It looks like it could be even more competitive than Vanguard. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the Toronto Ultra team. I think it's a very solid team. There's definitely some upside there, so I'm intrigued to see how it works. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.